Income tax. The following is called the income tax equation. Gross tax minus tax credit equals tax payable, so the tax you actually pay. Gross tax is calculated as follows. Standard rate on all income up to the standard rate cutoff point, plus a higher rate on all income above the standard rate cutoff point. So if we want to work out the tax payable, we work out the gross tax first, and then we subtract the tax credit. A woman has a gross yearly income of €48,000. She has a standard rate cut-off point of €27,500 and a tax credit of €3,852. The standard rate of tax is 18% of income up to the standard rate cut-off point and 37% on all income above the standard rate cut-off point. Calculate the amount of gross tax for the year and the amount of tax paid for the year. So her gross income is her income before deductions. So we want to work out her gross tax and then her actual tax, because she does not take home her gross income. This is the amount she earns. This is her salary before deductions. So we want to work out what those deductions are going to be. So let's start off by working out the gross tax. Well, gross tax is going to be 18% of 27,500 because she pays 18% on the income up to the standard rate cutoff point, and the standard rate cutoff point is 27,500. So we get 18% of 27,500, which is the same thing as 27,500 multiplied by 0.18, and that works out to be €4,950. Then we get 37% of the remainder. So that's going to be 37% of 20,500 because she earns 48,000, and if we subtract 27,500, we are left with 20,500. So this is the income above the standard rate cutoff point. So we get 37% of this because we have to get 37% on all income above the standard rate cutoff point. So 37% of 20,500 is the same thing as 20,500 multiplied by 0.37, which is €7,585. Now we add these together to get €12,535. So this is her gross tax for the year. So this is the amount of tax before we subtract the tax credit. Note, if a person earns less than their standard rate cutoff point, then they pay tax only at their standard rate on all of their income. So for example, this woman's standard rate cutoff point was 27,500. Let's say that her income was not 48,000, it was actually 26,000. So she does not pass the 27,500 standard rate cutoff point. Therefore, she would only pay 18% on her salary. We would not even look at this 37% because she does not earn over the 27,500. Part 2. Work out the amount of tax paid for the year. So, the income tax equation states that gross tax minus tax credit equals the tax payable, or the tax that's actually paid. So the gross tax from part 1 was 12,535. We subtract the tax credit, 3,852. We got that from the question. We're left with €8,683. Therefore, she paid €8,683 in tax. This is known as the net tax or the tax payable. Really important. Always get the gross tax and then subtract the tax credits. So if the question did not ask for gross tax and it just automatically asked for tax payable, so that was the only question, we would have to get the gross tax and then subtract the tax credit. A man paid €10,160 in tax for the year. He had a tax credit of €3,980 and a standard rate cut-off point of €26,000. The standard rate of tax is 17% of income up to the standard rate cut-off point, and 36% on all income above the standard rate cutoff point. Calculate the amount of income taxed at the rate of 36% and the man's gross income for the year. So the income tax equation is gross tax minus tax credit equals tax payable. So this is a similar question to the previous one, but this time we're trying to figure out what the income above the cutoff point is. We're not looking for the tax payable like we were in the last one. So what we want to do is set up an equation. I'm going to show you how to do it this way, and then I'm actually going to show you another way where we use algebra, so we use x, and it might be a little more straightforward, but let's have a look at it this way first of all. So let's start with the gross tax. So he pays 17% of the income up to the standard rate cutoff point. And the standard rate cutoff point is 26,000. So he pays 17% of 26,000. And that works out to be €4,420. So gross tax is the lower rate plus the higher rate. And the higher rate is 36%. So he pays 36% on all income above the standard rate cutoff point. Now we don't know what this is. So I'm just going to leave this as income above cutoff point because that's actually what we're trying to figure out. So we get 17% of 26,000 and we add it on to the 36% of the income above the cutoff point. And together that makes the gross tax. We subtract the tax credit, which is €3,980 given in the question, and it's equal to the tax payable, which is €10,160 again given in the question. So what we've done here is we've set up an equation. So again, 17% of €26,000 is €4,420. Adding that on to the 36% of the income above the cutoff point, minusing the tax credit of €3,980 equals the tax payable of €10,160. So really it's just an equation and we're trying to solve for the income above the cutoff point. So let's tidy up the left hand side a little bit. So we have €4,420 and we're going to subtract €3,980 and that will leave us with €440. Next we're going to bring that €440 over the equal sign. So we're going to do €10,160 minus €440 and that gives us €9,720. So that's where that €9,720 comes from. So now we have 36% of the income above the cutoff point equals €9,720. So if we can make this 36% become 1%, then we can multiply by 100 to make it become 100%. And that's what we're really looking for, 100% of the income above the cutoff point. So to make 36% become 1%, we divide by 36. So we do the same on the right hand side. We balance the equation. 9,720 divided by 36 is 270. So now 1% of the income above the cutoff point is €270. We got that by dividing both sides by 36. Now we're going to multiply both sides by 100 to get 100%. So 1% multiplied by 100 is 100%, and €270 multiplied by 100 is €27,000. So 100% of the income above the cutoff point is €27,000. So we got that by multiplying both sides by 100. Therefore, the amount of income taxed at the higher rate of 36% was €27,000. So you can go back and check this. You can say 17% of 26,000 added on to 36% of €27,000 minus €3,980 and you will get €10,160. So this is the same question. I've just done it a little differently by using x. So again we started with 17% of €26,000. We added on to 36% of the income above the cutoff point, and we minus €3,980, which is the tax credit, and that was equal to €10,160, which was the tax payable. And again, 17% of €26,000 was €4,420. So I'm bringing this down here, the €4,420, and 36% of the income above the cutoff point, I'm rewriting as 36% of X. So that's all I've really changed here, is I've changed the income above the cutoff point to X. I bring down the minus 3,980, and I bring down the equals 1,160. So now we have an equation in terms of X that we want to solve for X. So again, we bring the €4,420 over the equal sign, and we're going to bring the €3,980 also over the equal sign. So we want all our constants on the right. So we still have €10,160. That €4,420 became minus €4,420. That minus €3,980 became positive €3,980. And on the left-hand side, we still have 36% of X. Then €10,160 minus €4,420 plus €3,980 gives us €9,720. So 36% of X is equal to €9,720. Now we divide both sides by 36 to get 1%. So 1% of X is €270, because 9,720 divided by 36 is 270. And then we multiply by 100 to get 100%. So 100% of X is €27,000, because 270 multiplied by 100 is €27,000. So it's the exact same question, just instead of constantly writing income above the cutoff point, I rewrote it as X. Part 2, we want to work out the man's gross income for the year. So gross income is our income before our deductions. So that's going to be our standard rate cutoff point plus the income above the standard rate cutoff point. And the standard rate cutoff point is €26,000 that was given in the question. And the income above that is €27,000. We worked that out in part 1. So adding these, we get €53,000. So this is the man's gross income for the year before any deductions are made. This is his salary.